And please.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make enough. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter.
At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
And with that, we welcome you live to Turtletown and Churubusco High School here on SummitCitySports.com for Week 8 of the high school football season. NECC Big Division and Small Division champions facing off here tonight as West Noble comes in with a 6-1 record on the year, 4-0 against NECC competition in the Big Division, taking on Churubusco on senior night for the Eagles. Busco 5-2 overall and 4-0 against NECC Small Division opponents. Once again, Jared Matheny, glad you are with us. Joe Hacker will be running our camera here tonight from Churubusco High School. Summit City Sports. We are live here at Churubusco for the Busco versus West Noble game. We've also got South Adams at Woodland, Columbia City at Leo, New Haven at East Noble, Carroll at Northrop, the big highlight game of the night, Southside at Concordia, and then Wayne at Bishop Lures. All those games are airing on our YouTube channel, or you can head to SummitCitySports.com as well. For West Noble, they come in winning that Big Division championship and 4 consecutive victories for the Chargers coming in to play this evening. And those 4 consecutive wins capped off last week from West Noble's standpoint with a 34-7 victory against Lakeland. Trey Schisler, 6-12 through the air with 124 yards passing. He also had 7 carries for 36 yards and 2 total scores on the day. And overall, really good back-and-forth game between West Noble and Lakeland, at least in the first half last week. And then Lakeland falling apart a little bit, but West Noble really finding their stride to get their 4th consecutive win and to win the Big Division in the NECC this season. They'll finish out their regular season next week at home against Prairie Heights. And again, those 4 consecutive victories coming into tonight for West Noble. Last time they lost was on September 5th at Eastside, a 3-point defeat to the Blazers. As we move on to Churubusco, winners of the small division under head coach Paul Sade, who's in his 13th season at the helm with Busco. 5-6 last year, went to the sectional, lost to the very good Adams Central team 35-8 in sectional play. But Busco has also won 4 consecutive games coming in to tonight, a 62-3 win at Central Noble last week. And they've also beat Eastside this season 19-14. That was back on September 12th, the week following Eastside's win over West Noble. You wonder if there was a little bit of a hangover from that victory for Eastside and trying to make sure they're ready to go. But this should be a good one. Last 2 years has not been competitive between these two teams. West Noble has dominated each of the last 2 years in this game against Churubusco. Should be a little bit more evenly matched tonight, at least on paper, as we go into this one. But we'll see once this game actually starts if West Noble can continue to hold that pretty stark advantage over Churubusco each of the last 2 seasons. Sectional pairings will come out on Sunday at 6 p.m. 3A sectional number 26 features Garrett, Lakeland, Angola, Tippy Valley, Concordia, Woodland, Fairfield, and West Noble. 2A sectional number 35 for Churubusco, featuring Busco, Bluffton, Adams Central, Central Noble, Manchester, Whitco, Eastside, and Prairie Heights. For Churubusco matchup, we'll keep our eyes on tonight. Bluffton and Adams Central both at 7-0. Somebody is going to win the ACAC this evening, and the matchup between those 2 teams. Again, we are live tonight. South Adams at Woodland, Columbia City at Leo, New Haven at East Noble, Carroll at Northrop, Southside at Concordia, and Wayne at Bishop Luers as well. As we get ready for Churubusco to come out onto the field, we're about 3.5 minutes away from kickoff. Let's check out some of the numbers for these 2 teams coming into Week 8 of the high school football season. Trey Schisler so far this year just surpassed the 1,000-yard mark through the air, averaging 145 yards per game passing with 9 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He also got 5 touchdowns on the ground, 44 carries for 142 yards. Brogan Parks, 78 carries this season. He leads the team with rushing touchdowns and rushing yards, 461 on the ground, 6 touchdowns. And he's got 2 catches this year as well. Barnes-Briggs out of the backfield. Zymir will be one to watch for West Noble today. 45 carries for 221 yards and 3 scores. Dustin Richardson also with 4 rushing touchdowns this season for West Noble. For Churubusco here on senior night, 17 seniors in total honored for Coach Sade's team. Brody Lawrence, the starting quarterback, just 44 passes so far this year, 336 yards passing. They do it on the ground. Both these teams, if everything is perfect, they will run the football in this game here tonight. So, who do we keep an eye on then for Churubusco in this one? Well, it starts with Grant Sievers, the senior fullback. 109 carries, 550 yards rushing, and those are both highs on this team, and a lot more carries than pretty much anybody else on the roster. You can combine everybody else on the roster, and you may not get to that 109 carry mark for Sievers. He has been a true workhorse as the diesel smoke blows our way here in Turtletown. You'll see it on the left of your screen make its way to the right. Other running backs and other threats in the backfield include Carson Tonkel. Tonkel so far this season for Churubusco, 38 carries, 353 yards, 9.3 yards a carry, and 7 touchdowns this season for the very talented Carson Tonkel, who is one of those 17 seniors on the roster for Churubusco. It is a little bit brighter than it looks on your screen as of right now, but that's some of the black smoke coming through here in Turtletown as we get ready for this first really big matchup between a small division and big division opponent in the NECC this season. Churubusco, the captains, heading out to the Eagle Head at midfield. Brody Lawrence and Weston Ott, as well as Case Kreider and Jack Holsenbeck. West Noble in the white jerseys at the end. Ryan Gross, one of the captains for the Chargers. As we get ready to pump it up here inside Victor Field, Churubusco High School. And the NECC Big Division champions taking on the Small Division champions. Again, the last 2 years, this game has been dominated by West Noble. They shut out Busco last season, 58-0. Held Churubusco to just 59 total yards on offense, while West Noble ran the football for nearly 300 yards. Churubusco won the toss, declined to the second half. West Noble will receive the football to begin things here in Turtletown tonight. We thank you for joining us once again. SummitCitySports.com, live on IHSAA.org. We are standing on top of the press box and the uber talented Joe Hacker running our camera here this evening. Week 9 next week, and again, a lot of good games going on. ACAC, we'll keep our eyes on Adams Central and Bluffton. In the SAC, who would have thought it's Northrop with a chance to take home the victory bell potentially, but taking on a Carroll team that may have started slow, but man, Jaden Van Pelt at Carroll is something special, and good luck stopping him, even if you're Quay Guilford tonight. That game is going on our YouTube channel as we get ready for the kickoff. Ott is the one who will tee it up for Churubusco, and West Noble back deep to receive. Trevor Steele, as well as Trey Schisler, the starting quarterback, will be stationed on the far side of the field. Ott tees it up. And the battle of the big division and small division champions in the NECC is underway, and an onside kick to get things started. West Noble recovers at the 50-yard line, and Churubusco rolling the dice a little bit maybe, but just sort of that aggressive nature for head coach Paul Sade. It'll be midfield where West Noble starts things offensively on this opening drive for the Chargers. So far this season, West Noble, as they usually are, very good offensively, averaging just under 31 points per game and allowing under 14 points per game on the defensive side. Schisler is the quarterback in the pistol as West Noble starts offensively right at midfield on the right hash. Motion from right to left from Xavier Yates. They'll go up the middle instead, and the carry for Barnes Bridges.
Number 10, Zamir Barnes.
Just a yard.
The carry.
It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Taken down by number 63, Quinn Blake.
Quinn Blake is in on the tackle defensively for Churubusco. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers split out to either side of the formation for West Noble. Shotgun set with Schisler. Play clock at 15. Snap, Schisler, quick pass out to the right side is complete. Xavier Yates
Number 4, Trey Schisler's
cut down after a gain of a yard, maybe 2, and it's 3rd down and about 7 coming up for West Noble.
Quinn Blake and number 3, Cameron Lattimore.
Offensive lineman setting up sort of a screen look up front for West Noble on that play. 3rd down and 8, and you already are into Churubusco territory with that onside kick. Potentially 2-down territory for the Chargers here on this opening drive. One receiver to the bottom of your screen, Schisler. Takes the snap, looks right, now he's coming towards the left, ducking through some pressure, and Ott is there to take care of Schisler just across the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 7 coming up for West Noble, and it looks like the Chargers may punt this one away. So a good start on this opening drive defensively for Churubusco. Bryce Lawrence is back deep to receive. Xavier Yates, the one scheduled to do the punting duties for West Noble. We'll see if that is the case. 4th down and 7. Yates, they're going to fake it. He'll flip it out. Pass is complete, and it's a 1st down. Brogan Parks hauls it in. So it's not the normal quarterback, but Yates who comes in and completes the pass out to the flat on the left side. And it's a gain of 10 yards, and on 4th down and 7, a pickup of 10. 1st down, West Noble. So we go inside of 10 minutes in this opening quarter of action. Brogan Parks is the tailback to the right of Schisler. Motion from Yates across the formation. Schisler will pitch it out to the right side. Parks finds a hole, wiggles through, and Parks is up to the 30-yard line before he's driven into the ground. A gain of 8 yards for Brogan Parks, and it's 2nd down and very doable for West Noble. 2nd down and about 2 for the Chargers. Holsenbeck, one of those 17 seniors for Churubusco, in on the stop defensively. Steele split out the bottom of your screen. Motion, Schisler will hand to Parks again. Cut down at the knees, but kept him churning. He'll pick up the first down up to the 25-yard line, and that moves the chains for West Noble.
Taken down by number 31.
Inside of 9 minutes to play now in this first quarter of action, and a good opening drive for the Chargers. They have taken the ball 25 yards so far and are looking to capitalize here on this first drive. Again, they've dominated the series the last 2 years against Churubusco, won 58-0 last season. Churubusco finished the year at 5-6. Trips to the left, they throw out that way. Mikhail Bottles with the reception, and he's up to the 20, into the red zone for the first time for West Noble. 2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Chargers.
Number 3, Cameron Lattimore.
Lattimore in on the stop, another senior for Churubusco in a group that is very senior heavy, 17 in total, but very experienced as well. Sometimes you have a senior class come through and they haven't seen a lot of time on the field. This group of seniors has seen a lot of time on the field together for Churubusco, and you could say the same on the other end for West Noble. This has been their best senior class ever for football if they continue to win the way they have. Back to the ground, Brogan Parks slithers past the first down marker and near the 10-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 for West Noble. Inside the red zone, marked down at the 12.
And number 45, Bryce Lawrence.
7 minutes and 54 seconds, the clock winding in this opening quarter and on this opening drive. Feature a couple of different tailbacks for West Noble. Parks, Barnes, Briggs, Richardson at times. It is Brogan Parks, the sophomore, in the backfield. Motion from Yates across the formation. Schisler takes the snap. He'll give to Parks. He goes up the middle. Parks near the 5-yard line, and he'll be stopped at the 7. Another gain of 5, though, for West Noble on the ground. Sievers in on the stop. It is 2nd down and 5. Can get the first down without scoring a touchdown here if you get it to the 2. Head coach Monty Mayhorter for West Noble. His 27th season at the helm, 133 wins, 139 losses, but back-to-back 10-win seasons for West Noble. There's Yates again in motion. Schisler throws to Yates, and he gets in. Touchdown for West Noble as Yates scores. And it's an opening drive touchdown for West Noble. As we check it out on our Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, Yates coming across in motion. Schisler holds on to it, and the RPO with a throw out to Yates is good for the score. And West Noble is on the board first. Point after coming for the Chargers. Barth to attempt the PAT, and it is good. 7 points on this opening drive for West Noble, and the 7-yard touchdown pass puts West Noble on the board first. Pass from Schisler to Yates. Drive started at midfield for West Noble after the onside kick attempt by Churubusco, and the Chargers took little time making their way through those 50 yards, and we saw a little bit of the RPO offense for West Noble on that opening drive, especially to cap it off. And this is a Chargers group that, man, they just feel so comfortable every time they take the field. It's the consistency that has been built inside this program, not over the course of just 27 years, but really the past 4 to 5 years. West Noble has turned into a very strong football school, and they put it on full display on that opening drive. Churubusco, though, a chance for them to answer. The Eagles average 30 points per game on offense this season, allow just less than 12 points per game. Kickoff is away, and a little trickery for Busco. A pitch, and Lawrence was the one that ends up with it. Carson Tonkel pitching to Bryce Lawrence. And the little end around to start it from Lattimore. And Churubusco showing that misdirection even in the kicking game. It'll be first down and 10 on the right hash of the 32-yard line for the Eagles. 6.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Busco, black jerseys, black pants and the gold helmets. Snowball in all white with the blue helmets on the road. Motion across the formation from Weston Ott. And now it's Lattimore. They'll go up the middle. And the workhorse, Grant Sievers, with the opening carry for Churubusco. A lot of misdirection, a lot of gap discipline for West Noble defensively today. Staying in your gap, reading your person, not letting... and this is one of those weirder situations where you're not necessarily always looking at what your quarterback's doing with the eyes. It's can you read your gap? Can you be in your position defensively to go make a play against a team that really wants to pound the rock? Brody Lawrence, the starting quarterback, under center. Motion, and they will give to Bryce Lawrence on the right side. Bryce churning up to near midfield, and the stack of bodies going to bring him down before the 50-yard line, but it's good enough for a first down for Churubusco. And this opening drive for the Eagles off to a good start. 2 plays, 13 yards, and moving the chains. As we are midway through this opening quarter already. In a perfect world for both of these teams, they can move some bodies up front and do everything they want to do on the ground. That's where it really starts, especially for Churubusco. We've seen West Noble become a little bit more of a pass, I wouldn't say pass first, but pass option team with the emergence of Schisler over the past couple of years at quarterback. Lawrence, play action, rolling out to the right side, flips towards the sideline. He was looking for Brett Kretzinger, in and out of the hands and incomplete. Second down and 10. Just the 45th pass attempt of the season for Brody Lawrence. 5 passing touchdowns, 2 INTs. He has a rushing touchdown as well, but he's averaging just under 50 yards per game passing this season for the Eagles. Second down and 10, right hash, 48-yard line of Busco. They'll go back to Sievers up the gut, and nothing doing that time. Chargers defensively swarming at the point of attack, and it's third down and 10.
Taken down by number 74, Trenton Henson.
Trenton Henson, the junior, in on the stop. This season defensively, the Yates brothers have led the way for West Noble. Xavier with 61, Ethan with 54 tackles on the year. Lawrence going to keep it himself, then pitches out wide. Tonkel carrying forward to near first down yardage. It's at least going to make it interesting if it is fourth down. It's enough for the first 11 yards. Move the chains, third down and 10. And a first down for Churubusco. Really good work by Lawrence. Held onto that ball to the last second, then pitched it out. And Tonko got enough room on the edge to pick up the first. 4.5 minutes clock stopped in this opening quarter. First down and 10 for Busco at the West Noble 41-yard line. Lawrence for Sievers. Rather, that's the other Lawrence. Brody giving to brother Bryce.
Lawrence on the carry.
And Bryce on the ground for 5.
24, Brogan Parks.
Brogan Parks, 48 tackles this season, including 5.5 sacks for Parks. Puts him in the top echelon of guys who have gotten sacks in Northeast Indiana so far this season. Parks is second on that list. Second down and about 4 coming up. And they'll hand on the little end around, but nothing doing for Jackson Brock.
15, Jackson Brock.
Freshman was in that time for the carry for Churubusco.
Taken down by number 24, Brogan Parks. And number 1,
Brogan Parks, Xavier Yates are both in on the stop defensively. And once again, third down and long coming up for Churubusco, but you feel like in this sort of situation you can pick up 3 yards if you can move it on the ground the way the Eagles want to and then reset and go for it on 4th potentially. Sievers is the main tailback. Motion once again. Play action, rolling out to the right side, flipping back towards the middle. It's Ott who makes the catch across the 30. He's got the first down and up to the 27-yard line. Move the chains for Churubusco, and this opening drive continues. Clock will tick under 3 minutes before the next snap. Still in the first quarter. But a first down for Churubusco, and they're putting together a really nice opening drive. Two tailbacks, Lattimore on the right, as well as Sievers. It'll be Sievers who gets it straight up the middle, but nowhere to go. Brogan Parks meets him in the hole and did not let him get going. Sievers with a net of 0 on the carry. Second down and 10. Two minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock continues to run on this opening drive for Churubusco. Brody Lawrence under center. And he'll pitch it out into the flat for Tonkel. Makes the catch, and then he's cut down right near the 20-yard line. Really nice work defensively by Lucas Conway. As he cuts him at the hips.
Lucas Conway.
Third down and about 3 coming up for Churubusco. Another big third down on this opening drive. Jackson Brock, the freshman, coming back into the game as Tonkel exits after the reception. Decent smattering of fans throughout the stands on both sides, especially down below us. We are on top of the press box here at Churubusco. Brock in motion. It'll be Sievers with the carry, right side. Sievers a first down, and he is inside the 10. First and goal coming up for Churubusco. And they're putting together one heck of an offensive drive to start things off. This drive now eclipsed 10 plays. Play clock currently at 25. Game clock down to 1:15 here in the first. Motion across. They'll go up the middle. And into the end zone is Grant Sievers. Touchdown, Churubusco.
Grant Sievers.
Sievers with the 9-yard touchdown run, and Churubusco will go for 2. See this probably consistently. There's the pitch out for Sievers, plunging forward, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion is good.
And Churubusco leads 8-7 after opening drives for both Busco and West Noble. Sievers with a 9-yard touchdown carry. He plunges in for the 2-point conversion as well. And that makes it 8-7 in favor of Churubusco with 59 seconds remaining in this first quarter of action. While we have a moment, I want to remind you that the Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. And at Ott & Weller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttandWellerContracting.com. Well, 59 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 drives. One for West Noble, one for Churubusco, both ending in touchdowns. This kick is actually away, but it's going to go out of bounds. And good starting field position once again for the Chargers, but not as good as the last time around after the onside kick. So with the kick going out of bounds, West Noble will get it at the 40-yard line. And we've got a re-kick coming, it looks like. So not sure exactly what happened, but we will kick this ball off once again. Clock still at 59.2 seconds, and it looks as if Churubusco was offside, so that's why we're kicking this one off again. So Ott will do the kicking duties. Too deep for West Noble. Ott's kick into the air. Near side will be fielded by Steele. And he's cutting towards the far side of the field and then is chopped down near the 35-yard line. The kicker, Ott, gets to him. And boy, does it help when your kicker is your outside linebacker as well, and somebody you can feature in your offense on the end. 6'1", 218, Weston Ott laying the hit, and been told this week he's actually going to be going to Notre Dame to do shot put once he's done here at Churubusco. 57 seconds left in this opening quarter. Second drive for the Chargers. Schisler will pitch it out to the left side for Barnes Bridges. He's trying to turn around the corner and does. Gets up to the 38-yard line and a gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the first carry of drive number 2 for West Noble.
51, Jack Holsenbeck.
Holsenbeck and Lattimore were both in on the tackle for Busco. Clock on the game clock is inside of 30 seconds. Play clock at 15. If this is a run, it's probably the final play of the opening quarter. Play clock at 7. Schisler picks it up, retreating, going right, and he's going to be dropped. A loss of about 10 yards. And it's going to be third down on the country mile for West Noble when we return with second quarter action. Opening quarter comes to a close.
West Noble 7.
Busco on top, 8-7. We'll be back in 1 minute to Churubusco High School here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
SummitCitySports.com, live on IHSAATV.org as well as YouTube. We welcome you back for the second quarter of action, live from Churubusco Junior Senior High School. It is 8-7, Busco in front after the opening quarter. Second drive for West Noble, and it's third down and about 20. Schisler dropping back to pass. He's throwing one deep down the right side, looking for potential pass interference on this near side as they were looking for Braden Limerick. It's incomplete, and now fourth down and long, and West Noble, more than likely this time, is going to have to punt this ball away. They did run a little bit of trickery the last time around with Xavier Yates. he is the one that is back to punt this ball away again for West Noble. Back deep to receive for Churubusco. Into his own territory at about the 40-yard line is Bryce Lawrence. Yates, low line drive punt. Could be problems, though, as Lawrence will field it at the 35. Broke one tackler, and Lawrence will be drug out of bounds near the 45-yard line and approaching midfield for Churubusco as they get started with this second drive for them offensively. Don't forget that Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. If you're looking for some of the best volleyball in Fort Wayne, you can head to Summit Volleyball. Players in the area range from 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. First down and 10 for Churubusco, and on the ground with Cameron Lattimore to start drive number 2.
Taken down by number 1, Xavier Yates.
Xavier Yates in on the stop after a gain of 7 yards for Lattimore. It was a methodical opening drive for Churubusco, and they worked their way down the field on the ground for the most part. Didn't see Lawrence a couple of passes. You know, they run that play action in tight, and some of your tight ends and receivers on the outside then flow with the traffic. Give to Tonko on the sweep to the inside. Tonko with some open space and a big carry for Carson Tonko up to near the 30-yard line. Move the chains and another first down for Churubusco.
That run is good for a first down, Churubusco.
The other thing this does for Busco is it's a huge confidence builder right now for the Eagles. We talked about the last 2 years. They've just been absolutely flatlined in the early going of this game against the Chargers. But this is a much better Busco team. We've seen it throughout the course of this season. It's why they're 5-2. It's why they won the small division, and they have a win over Eastside. It's kind of that third program right now in the NACC. Pitch this one out to the flat. Lawrence is tackled immediately. Great work on the outside by Trevor Steele.
To number 45, Bryce Lawrence.
Brody goes to Bryce for the completion, but
Trevor
Steele sticks him, and it's actually a loss of a yard. Second down and 11. 10 minutes, 40 seconds. Clock's running in this second quarter. Get you some other scores from across the area at halftime. Reminder, we're at a bunch of different locations. You can find them all at SummitCitySports.com, but the other big one, Carroll at Northrop, SAC, potentially on the line tonight, you would think anyway, with the schedule laid out for both those teams next week. Back to the ground.
Number 31, Grant
Sievers the carry, and again, not much doing this time.
55,
Third down and 10
Ethan
upcoming as Ethan Yates and the Yates brothers all over this defense for West Noble. Again, the selection show, pairing show is coming your way on Sunday, 6 p.m., the start time for the IHSAA pairing show. Both of these teams in very competitive sectionals. You look at 2A sectional 35, though, for Churubusco. It is a gauntlet this year, as it is in most years. But back to the ground game.
Number 31, Grant Sievers.
Gain of 4 for Sievers.
Taken down by number 13,
Fourth down and
Caleb
6,
Staggers.
and we expect Churubusco to go for it here. We saw them go for it on the 2-point conversion. Doesn't feel like, you know, kicking is part of their stronger suit, and you see that oftentimes at the 1A, 2A. Sometimes it'll creep up into 3A and 4A, but kicking is not usually the bread and butter of these programs. It's winning in the trenches and finding a way to convert on fourth downs like this. Fourth down, and we'll call it 6 upcoming for Churubusco. 9 minutes to go until the halftime break. Lawrence passing left side, complete out to the left. Tonko moving forward.
Lawrence pass complete to number 15.
And it is enough for a first down on 4th and 6. And it's really quite simple, at least it's what it looks like from up here, is you're running that play action, flip your hips, come to the other side of the field, and while you're running the play action and the traffic's going right, you come back to the left and make that easy dump off into the flat. And we've seen Brody Lawrence do that a couple of different times now. First down and 10. Lawrence to the ground. It is Bryce with a carry.
Number 45, Bryce Lawrence carries the ball. Taken down by number 1, Xavier Yates.
And there's Xavier Yates again in on a stop for West Noble. .8:20 to go in the first half. Busco leading by 1, looking for some more points on offensive drive number 2. It's Severs on the ground. And some big bodies in there.
Severs on the carry.
More of a short yardage situation, so they did go to Severs, and wouldn't be surprised if we see that again. It's Ethan Yates this time in on the stop for West Noble. 3rd down and 2 for Busco. Again, we're at 4 down territory, and you're moving right towards the end zone. So a chance to get the first down with about 2 yards here, and we're 7 yards from Pater potentially for the Eagles. Lawrence back under center.
Damn it, Valley.
And they hand around for Lattimore, turn the corner, and he's in. Cameron Lattimore, touchdown, Churubusco.
Lattimore.
So the second drive for Churubusco is capped off with a 7-yard touchdown run. Lattimore carries it in, and that's the first rushing touchdown of the season for Lattimore. 2-point conversion. It's good as well. Tonkel takes it in.
Good.
And Churubusco has come to play tonight for senior night in Turtletown. 2 drives, 2 2-point conversions, and 16 points on the board for Churubusco through their first 2 offensive possessions. West Noble will get the football with 7 minutes and 32 seconds to play until the halftime break. And once again, while we have a moment, I want to remind you that Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. And Sioka Cleaning and Restoration is providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. We'll see what Churubusco does on this kickoff. Onside kick is coming once again. It's high in the air, and the Chargers are able to corral it. And at the 42-yard line, it's brought in. It's number 22, Jackson Chrislieb, the freshman, listed as a quarterback and defensive back. Falls on that football, and West Noble will get it at their own 40-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go in quarter 2. Churubusco, 2 offensive drives, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 for Severs and 1 that we just saw for Lattimore. West Noble offensively with a 7-yard touchdown pass from Schisler to Yates. This is Yates in motion, and they'll give it to him, running off the left guard, and Yates plunging to near midfield.
Yates on the carry. Brought down by number 45, Bryce Lawrence.
Bryce Lawrence in on the stop, and this is that level of football, and you've really seen it trickle up, not in just 2A, 3A, 4A now. You're seeing it in 5A and 6A where we just got to put the best 11 guys on the field, right? And at a certain point, offensive and defensive lines can be a little bit different in 5 and 6A, but you've really got to just put those 11 guys that you feel can go get you the win on the field, and that's why we've seen Quake Guilford and Northrop play both sides this year. Another carry on the ground for Barnes Bridges. It's 3rd down and short. We've seen Quay play both sides, and if you've got a 4-star guy who's playing receiver at Ohio State next year and he's willing to play both sides on a 6A team, should tell you everything you need to know about everybody else in the area. Got to be willing to play both sides of the football. At Carroll, Jaden Van Pelt leads the area in receiving touchdowns this year, and he's playing both sides of the ball. It's just you got to get the best players out there, and that feels like normally a 1A, 2A, 3A type thing, all the way up to 6A this season, at least in this area. Back on the ground, and a big hit for Barnes Bridges as he lowers the shoulder, gets across the 45. And in Churubusco territory, a first down for West Noble, 6 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. Schisler. And some movement. They'll go with a trio of receivers split off to the left side of the formation. Single receiver at the bottom of your screen. Barnes Bridges is the tailback. Motion from Yates. Schisler flips it out to him. RPO action. Yates with the reception, and Yates up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. Really good play design there from West Noble. We're going to look like we run the ball up the middle. If we don't like that, Schisler can pull it back and run it himself, or he can throw it to the outside and Yates can make a play. You've got three different things you're trying to defend right there against West Noble, and that's what's made them so dynamic, so tough to beat year in and year out. Of course, when it comes to the Chargers, always comes back to searching for that sectional title for both these programs. Really looking to get back to success in the sectional. Another strong carry for Barnes Bridges.
10, Zamir Barnes Bridges on the carry.
And Zamir up to the 26. First down and 10. Holstenbeck is in on the stop, but West Noble's got a really nice drive brewing currently. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Play clock at 20. Schisler gives the instructions to his offense. Brogan Parks back in at tailback on the left hip. Churubusco coaches are trying to throw people to the other side. And that's where the ball is headed. Go that way with Richardson. And he'll pick up 3 or 4 yards. So you can tell for both these teams, saw that on tape, and coaches on the sideline for Churubusco were like, we know that this ball is going to the other side of the field. Get over, get over, get over. So those are the little things you do during tape and in the film room that can help you out when it comes to game time. And you've got so much tape at this point, right? 7 weeks of it. These two teams very familiar with each other even without that tape. Back up the middle, it'll be Parks with a carry. Big body gets it to 3rd and 1. Brogan Parks, 6'1", 205-pound sophomore. 15 carries for 90 yards last week in that win over Lakeland. And on the season, Parks is the leading carry man. He's over 80 carries this year and closing in on 500 rushing yards on the year. Just under 4 minutes to go now in the first half. 3 receivers to the left. They've got numbers to that side. Throw out to that side of the field, but he is stuffed. A chance to get the ball to Bottles with some blockers out in front of him, but Colt Singleton stopped that immediately. And Singleton just made a play that in all reality probably just saved a touchdown for Churubusco, because they were outmanned on that side of the field, and he went up and got through a blocker and made a tackle. It is 4th down for West Noble. 4th down and 3. 2 receivers either side. Parks the tailback. West Noble looks like they may take a timeout here, and Coach Mayhorter calls for one for the Chargers with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half.
That is their first timeout.
Timeout West Noble, and that gives us a moment once again to thank some of our great sponsors who have made tonight's broadcast of Indiana High School football possible here in Week 8 of the high school football season already. If you're looking for specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration, visit tjwindustrial.com. That's tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. and earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Tonight's broadcast of Indiana High School football is brought to you by Summit City Sports. You can find us online, SummitCitySports.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. Just look for Summit City Sports. Fourth down for West Noble out of the timeout. 2 remaining for the Chargers in this first half of action as we're inside the final 4 minutes of play in quarter number 2. Schisler rolling out to the right side. He was looking for Yates. Ott was there in nearby coverage, and it's incomplete. And that'll bring up first down and 10 for Churubusco with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the first half. Let's take a look. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. This is the opening drive touchdown for West Noble. Schisler throwing out to Yates. And that was the first score of this game. Made it 7-0 after the extra point. Churubusco would respond, and we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Coming out to the left side, Lattimore appears to be the one who held on to that football for Busco.
Number 3,
and it's just a gain of 1 for Lattimore. Make it second down and 10. Again, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. This is the opening drive touchdown then for Churubusco in response. Sievers plunging in from 9 yards out. 2-point conversion was good. That made it 8-7. Currently stands at 16-7. We'll show you that last touchdown here in a moment. Brody Lawrence back under center. And they went to the right side. Carry with Sievers, it appeared. It's third down.
Number 31, Grant Sievers on the carry.
And a gain of nothing.
Taken down by several Chargers.
Inside of 2 minutes, clock running in the second quarter. West Noble's got 2 timeouts remaining. Churubusco can take this down to about 1:30. They wait until zero's on the play clock to snap it. Sievers is the fullback straight behind Brody Lawrence. And they go to Sievers up the gut. Nothing doing there. And timeout taken by West Noble. 91 seconds remain in the first half. And a chance potentially for West Noble to get this ball in good field position here against Churubusco. Try to score before the half ends, knowing that Busco is going to get the football to start the second half of play. While we have a moment, we'll check out some other scores from across the area. Of course, this one is going to be on a little bit of a better pace right now than most games in the area, just because you're 2 teams that run the football pretty well. ACAC competition. Adams Central leading Bluffton 14-7, 7.5 minutes to play in the second quarter there. After 1, NECC play, Fremont 14, Prairie Heights nothing. Leo leads Columbia City 16-0. That was still early in the first quarter, so a chance that Leo could run up the score a little bit tonight on Columbia City. About a half hour ago, this score came in 5:05, first quarter, 3-0 Homestead over Northside. It is 10-0 Homestead over Northside right now with about 9 minutes to play in the first half. Minute 31 to go here, and punting away is Lawrence. Bryce Lawrence with a nice boot. This one will clank down to the 45. Roll, and Ott will grab it at the 46. Minute 22 to try and take the ball down the field for Coach Mayhorter's group and West Noble. And these 2 teams coming in today, both unbeaten against their division opponents in the NECC. Churubusco, though, in that small division with Eastside, did beat Eastside. Cross-division play, West Noble lost to Eastside, but in their own division, they went 4-0. They'll round out the year, like I said earlier, next week at home against Prairie Heights. Schisler in the shotgun set, throwing out to the left side of the field. Long throw to make, going from right hash to left hash, and he left it short. Second down and 10. A really good contingency of fans here at Churubusco tonight, certainly showing up for a winning program and on senior night. Giving these seniors the love they deserve as they try to get their 6th win of the season. Schisler throwing out far side of the field. Pass is complete. Steele works towards the sticks. Up to the 46-yard line. We do have a penalty marker right at midfield.
There is a flag on the play.
So penalty, and West Noble right now offensively looking like they may be moving backwards here. Now they're going to pick up the flag. Pass was behind the line of scrimmage. There's a chance that penalty was on the offensive lineman for being downfield too far, but that pass was behind the line, so it's 3rd down and 1. Clock runs inside of 70 seconds left in the second quarter. Barnes Bridges the tailback. Motion from Bottles. Schisler gonna launch it. Going deep down the field for Limerick. One-on-one coverage, and we've got a marker near the 15-yard line, or make it the 10-yard line. And it appears we'll have pass interference against the Churubusco defense here.
Incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
They were looking, Schisler was, for Limerick. It is pass interference, and a 15-yard penalty results in a first down for West Noble, and the Chargers will have it at the 30-yard line of Busco. 55.7 on the clock. West Noble again with that one timeout you can see on your screen. Busco has all 3 timeouts remaining if we get to that point. Trio of receivers to the right. Split out to the left side is Lucas Conway. Barnes Bridges in the backfield with Schisler. Lower snap, Schisler throws it out for Barnes Bridges. Catch is made, a lot of space out in front, and Barnes Bridges will be spun out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Mark him at the 12. First down and 10 for West Noble, and Barnes Bridges comes out of the backfield. And a really nice route. Tough for a linebacker to try and cover him there. And Schisler over 1,000 yards passing on the season. About 150 per game, looking for his 10th passing touchdown, or 11th after he got his 10th earlier on a pass to Yates. 10 passing touchdowns. You talk about West Noble, not necessarily what you would have thought at least a couple years ago. They're a team that really liked to pound the football. Schisler looking out, right side. Pass was nearly picked off. He was looking for Limerick, and in coverage once again was Colt Singleton, and he was right in the area to try and get that ball. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Throw out to the right side, and Limerick kind of gave up on that ball. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Second down, and they call it goal to go. The sticks are down at least, so right at the 10. Bottles in motion. Schisler floating it towards the back pylon and knocked away. Good coverage once again for Churubusco. It was Carson Tonkel in coverage. They were looking for Trevor Steele. Third down. Busco 5-6 last season. But Coach Sade has had a lot of success in his time here in Turtletown. 85 wins, 48 losses. Empty set for Schisler on third down and goal. Rolling out right. Schisler threw it a little bit short and going to the ground to make the catch. And on that completion was Dustin Richardson. Another one of those slot end backs. Make it fourth down and goal, and 20 seconds, clock running. West Noble may take that final timeout with about 5 seconds to go here and decide they want to have the final play of this first half. Coach Mayhorter will take that timeout. 4.1 seconds left on the clock here in quarter number two.
That is their final timeout.
16-7, Churubusco currently in front. Let's go back to that second touchdown for the Eagles. And Churubusco back to the ground game. This time it was Lattimore who turned the corner and got in for 6. A little bit of everything so far in this first half. In the first 3 of the first 4 drives at least ended up in points. Busco was 2 for 2 on their drives before punting the last one away.
Field, your Churubusco cheerleaders have a special senior night performance.
4.1 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It is 4th down and goal from the 8-yard line for West Noble. Talk about a play that could really change the momentum in this game. And Churubusco may think about taking a timeout here too, with all 3 of theirs remaining. And there it is. Timeout Busco. You could see it coming. They wanted to see what West Noble came out with. And
Timeout,
that's set.
That is their first timeout.
And now we will have to play the next play. You can't take back-to-back timeouts as a team, so Busco cannot call a timeout here if it gets to that point. As we're facing the football field now, standing on top of the press box, but if we flip around to the other side, it's the baseball field here at Churubusco. A pretty decent baseball field at that. They've got some of the football lines drawn in the outfield currently. Just a nifty little spot for a high school football game here in the state of Indiana. If you haven't been to Turtletown, you're missing out because you missed this week, and this would have been the game to circle on the calendar. After one quarter, East Noble leading 13-0 against New Haven. Leo on top of Columbia City, 23-0 midway through the second quarter. And Bishop Dwenger 10, Snyder 6. So this should be the final play of the first half. 4th down and goal for West Noble. Schisler in the empty set. Motion across the formation from Bottles. Schisler, pressure coming. He's going to run it straight up the middle. A chance to put it in the end zone. Schisler is close. He did not make it in, and a huge stand from Busco to end the first half.
Short of the goal line. That makes your score at halftime. Churubusco 16, West Noble 7.
Made the play when it mattered most there for Churubusco. And we'll check it out again on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay here. Motion across the formation. Schisler got into a one-on-one, and then as he turned to the right, it ended up on a one-on-two, and then a third defender got in there for Busco, and you can credit Bryce Lawrence with being that second man to the football to get that tackle and really thwart Schisler right at the goal line. So that takes us into the halftime break. Busco with 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. West Noble scored on the opening drive offensively and unable to convert right before the end of the first half. And the small division champions in the NECC are on top by 9 at the break. We'll take a longer break here. We'll come back, look back at some of the first half moments, some of the highlights, including those 3 touchdowns scored in that last play. And then we'll get you ready for second half action as well. We'll also have some scores from across the area. SummitCitySports.com, live on YouTube, IHSATV.org. Your second half is coming your way in about 15 minutes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, SummitCitySports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
It is week 8 of the Indiana high school football season. We are live from Turtletown and Churubusco Junior Senior High School as the Eagles lead West Noble 16-7 at the halftime break. The small division champions in the NECC are in front of the big division champions with one more week to play after this one. And we will have the pairing show coming your way on Sunday at 6 p.m. to decide where these teams will be headed or maybe hosting for sectional play. 3A sectional number 26 for West Noble consists of Garrett, who won the sectional last year in their way towards state, Lakeland, Angola, Tippy Valley, who is the team to watch outside of West Noble for that sectional this year. Concordia having a down year again, but tough to play in the SAC as a 3A team, Woodland and Fairfield. 2A sectional number 35, Churubusco, Bluffton, Adams Central, Central Noble, Manchester, Whitco, Eastside, and Prairie Heights. It's like half and half split there. You've got Bluffton and Adams Central, who have been dominant this season, both 7-0 coming into tonight. They're facing each other this evening. And then Manchester's had a good year. Eastside has beaten West Noble this season. They were very competitive in that game with Churubusco that ended 19-14. And you've got Busco as well. Prairie Heights has struggled. Whitco's got one win this year. Central Noble got blasted 62-3 last week here against Churubusco. So a little bit of everything in 2A sectional number 35. And again, the pairing show will be live on IHSAA TV on Sunday. 16-7 at the halftime break here. West Noble scoring on its opening drive of the game as we take you back to that first touchdown here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. And it was Xavier Yates, the motion man, who ends up with the football in the end. Trey Schisler will go down as, at least from that angle, a passing touchdown. Pretty close to a run. We'll see if officially that's counted as a pass in the books. But that touchdown made it 7-0 West Noble, but Churubusco responded on its first drive. And it was Grant Sievers who capped it off as he plunged up the middle and in for 6 points. Busco went for 2, got the 2-point conversion, made it 8-7 in favor of the Eagles. West Noble unable to do anything on their next offensive drive. That set up Churubusco near the 40-yard line on their own side of the field. They marched down once again, and this time it was Cam Lattimore turning the corner and finding the end zone for his first rushing touchdown of the season, and it comes on senior night. But maybe, just maybe, the biggest play of the first half came with the final 4 seconds. Schisler's pass, this one was before that. He was looking at Limerick there, and good coverage defensively from Colt Singleton, the junior, who we've talked about a little bit this evening at the defensive back position for Churubusco. But this is the play. Final 4 seconds of the first half. West Noble takes a timeout, take their final timeout, the clock running down. They want to make sure they have the final play, and they did. And instead of a touchdown, Schisler, maybe if he runs straight up the middle there and he goes one-on-one, he's got a chance to win that advantage. But it was a stop by this Churubusco defense. And we'll slow it down for you so you can look at it one more time and A little bit of agony probably for West Noble fans, but Churubusco fans will like the second look at it. So you get Bottles across the formation. You got the defender trailing him. Schisler looks left first. Pressure's in on him almost immediately. He makes the right decision here to try and turn and run. But you just wonder if your Schisler will go back a little bit here. If you take that ball and you go straight up the right hash instead of angling a touch, maybe you've got enough impact to get that ball across the line, although it is close. From this angle, it may look like he got in, but we are not right down the line, and it's going to be a little bit more deceptive from that angle than it would be up close for the officials who were right down the line on it. But certainly the biggest play of the first half for Churubusco coming on the defensive side of the football. They get the stop and keep it a 16-7 ball game. So 2 possessions separating Busco and West Noble right now. And then you add to the fact that Churubusco is going to get the football to start the second half of play. We'll see if there's anything interesting that comes from that West Noble special teams unit, potentially an onside kick like we saw to start this game for Churubusco. As we check in on some of the scores from around the area, 14-0, Carroll leads Northrop halfway through the second quarter. I would say that some people are surprised, but I'm not surprised. Carroll's going to win the SAC again. It's just kind of how I think it is, and they played Hamilton Southeastern to start the year. Didn't have Jaden Van Pelt in that game. Then they played well against, who came up? Center Grove for week 2. Played well against them. And, you know, everybody in the SAC was probably like, oh, they're 0-2 to start the year. Bishop Dwenger gave them some problems, but Jaden Van Pelt is one of the best players in the area without a doubt. And Carroll in front of Northrop, who has been a really good story this year, but it feels like the SAC is a little bit down, and Northrop has taken advantage on one of their up years of that. You know, you look last week, Carroll beat Homestead 49-0. When does that happen? It doesn't happen like that. So it tells you teams are down in the SAC, Snyder's not having a good year, and all those things adding up, it just feels like Carroll's the one that's going to end up with that victory bell once again, and there may be a little bit of bias to my remark behind that, but, you know, it's the little things, right? Other scores from around the area. Adams Central all over Bluffton right now, and the ACAC is again going to run through Adams Central Junior Senior High School, and at the landing strip it is 26-3 AC in front of Bluffton. They're actually playing that game in Bluffton tonight, so could get to a running clock in that one. Not sure anybody really expected that for 2 7-0 teams and 2 teams who are unbeaten in the conference coming into tonight. Latest update we have in the Homestead Northside game. Homestead 10, Northside nothing. A couple of Northside turnovers have led to points. So far this season, though, for Northside, they have been one of the better teams in the area as well under Coach Johnson, and got really good quarterback play so far this season. Other games going on right now. Leo all over Columbia City. Fremont is all over Prairie Heights, 28-0 in that game. Make it 35-0 in that game. Wayne 7, Lures 3. How about that for a bit of a surprise? 3:13 to go in the second quarter there. And that may about catch us up to everything that's going on across the area. Sorry, picks and scores are in and out depending upon who you're looking at and what teams you could be looking for potentially as well. We got about 3 minutes on the clock right now. They'll probably add another 3 minutes, so we're looking about 5 to 6 minutes before we get started with second half action. We'll step aside, take another long break, and come back with the third quarter after this. You're tuned in to Indiana High School football. Week 8 already, hard to believe. And we'll have more coming your way after this.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We welcome you back for third quarter action from Turtletown and Churubusco Junior Senior High School. West Noble and Busco. And Churubusco trying to stop a 3-game winning streak in this series for West Noble over the Eagles. They've done a lot better already here tonight than they have each of the past 2 times out against a really potent and talented West Noble side. Can't thank Churubusco High School enough for having us out here tonight. They do a world-class job at hosting us and even gave Joe Hacker and myself a couple of burgers at the halftime break. So you get free food. All broadcasters are going to be happy. I can tell you that much. And Churubusco has gone the distance tonight to make it happen for us. So we appreciate Hayden and the athletic staff here at Churubusco Junior Senior High School. Last year's matchup, again, 58-0 was the final score. The year before that, it was 48-0. And in 2022, Churubusco victorious 35-19. But this series has been back and forth between these two. Busco had a stranglehold for the 3 years prior to this 2-year streak from West Noble. We'll see if maybe the Chargers want to roll the dice and go for an onside kick. Kick is away. And Lawrence will field it at the 20. He's coming to the left side. We saw that end around little reverse earlier for Busco and special teams, but not so much this time.
Brought down by number 28, Dustin Richardson.
So a big opening drive to the second half for Churubusco. Start at the left hash at the 26-yard line. Lawrence under center, and the hand is to Lattimore coming to the near side, and he's cut down right at the knees by Steele.
Cameron Lattimore carries the ball.
Lattimore had his first rushing touchdown of the season in the first half. And we'll see for Churubusco how much time they want to try and milk off this clock in this third quarter. That first quarter was truly about 15 minutes long. We'll give on the end for Tonkel, and he's strung out towards the sideline. Nothing really doing there for Tonkel and the Busco offense. That'll make it 3rd down and 7 for Lawrence and Churubusco. And Brody Lawrence not really known for throwing the football, but that play action game has been there a little bit more today for Churubusco than what we've seen, at least in previous weeks. Helps if you can score 62 points and put up 35 in the first half running the football. You don't have to pass it very much. Lawrence looking for Ott. And to the 35. Busco is short of the line to gain, but it's 4th down and about 2. And we'll see. Maybe you go for it, but feels like a spot against a good West Noble team where you don't want to concede this great of field position. Halftime score, Bishop Dwenger 10, Snyder 6. Homestead is up on Northside, 13-0 at the break. Getting a little bit chillier here as the play clock was down to 4, and Churubusco had 2 timeouts saved from that first half. Obviously, you can't carry them over, but that's a potentially costly timeout this early in the third quarter of play. While we have a moment, we'll take the time to thank our great sponsors who have made tonight's broadcast of Indiana High School football possible here on Summit City Sports, including the Big Eyed Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you with your tires, your brakes, wheel alignments. 2 locations in Fort Wayne. Tom Steele Tire. Visit them for more information. And at Ottweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind through the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. So Busco takes the timeout. 2 remaining. Play clock is just inside 20. Game clock at 10:05 for this 4th down and 2 from their own side of the field. And we've got movement on the offensive line for the Eagles. It's going to back them up 5 yards, and the punting unit will come out now for Churubusco. Started this evening with the sun beating directly towards us on top of the press box here in Turtletown, and we are down to 60 degrees now. Feels like 58 with wind blowing out of the north to the northeast at 6 miles per hour. Really a perfect night in October for football. And cherish them while you can. Regular season finale next week. Lawrence gets this kick away. It'll be fielded by Yates at the 40. Got by 1 tackler, and then he's brought down near midfield. Xavier Yates on the return for about 8 yards. 1st down and 10, West Noble.
Colt Singleton and number 65, Aiden Buchanan.
Colt Singleton and Aiden Buchanan are in on the stop in special teams. East Noble leads New Haven 31-13. That is a halftime score. South Adams 31, Woodland 7 at the break. And again, Carroll 14-0 over Northrop. Last update we have for that game. You can check us out on YouTube. Search for Summit City Sports. We're live on SummitCitySports.com as well. It's IHSATV.org. They'll pitch out to Brogan Parks here. And Zymir Brogan Parks.
Zamir Barnes-Bridges.
Or Barnes-Bridges, excuse me.
Taken down by number 21, Manny Serrano.
Zymir Barnes-Bridges with the carry. Ooh, second quarter, Carroll 27, Northrop 7. Leo leading 23-0 over Columbia City. Pass, left side, Yates, tugged down by the jersey, and he does hit knee on to the dirt at the 50.
Taken down by number 10, Weston Ott.
Weston Ott is in on the tackle. Third down and 8 upcoming for West Noble. Pass. Schisler, too much juice, and maybe Limerick didn't run the route that they wanted him to there either, and that's a mistake for West Noble, and they're going to be forced to punt on this opening drive as well. It's outside. Beating up on Concordia right now. 21-7. So our second punt of the second half after offense was the story of the first quarter and the first drives for both these teams. Defenses have adjusted since then, and this punt will be down with 8:32 to go in the third quarter. And the second offensive drive of the third quarter upcoming for Churubusco. The Eagles did not score in this game the last 2 years, but have done a great job this season of building this program back up. Coach Sade and going through that process the last 2 years. 5-6 a year ago, struggled, only got 2 wins the year before that, but little by little they continue to churn in Turtletown. They'll go up to Sievers, straight up the gut, and he'll push those legs forward and gain 2 more yards up to the 30. It is a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Bring Jackson Brock, number 15, back onto the field for the Eagles. It's all about slowly and methodically working your way down the field. Motion they give on the end around this time for Tonkel, and he'll be flung forward to near the 30-yard line. That is enough for a first down for Churubusco. Tonkel, 7 rushing touchdowns coming into today, averaging about 50 yards per game. As I mentioned, coming in, Churubusco averaging 30 points per contest offensively. Defensively, West Noble allowing just 14 points per game, 13 interceptions this year, 6 forced fumbles, 16 sacks. But if you don't pass the ball, you don't have an opportunity to rush the quarterback like that. Everything has been short. Lawrence short again in this game, and it's an incompletion on a pass that was too high in the area of both Brock and Kretzinger. 7:25 left in the third quarter. A lot quieter all of a sudden here at Churubusco. It feels like halftime a little bit longer and everybody trying to get back into the game. 2nd and 10. Lawrence with the carry, shifty as he cut through and up to the 38-yard line. Bryce Lawrence carries for 9. Bottles in on the stop. 3rd down and short upcoming for Busco. Quite the backdrop on this game. You can see house just across beyond the bleachers and right on top of the field, basically. The baseball field straight behind us. Small town high school football on full display right here. 3rd down and 1. Lawrence gives for Severs, cut down at the knees, but Severs lunging across for the first down. Good try by Lucas Kilgore. He got to him right near the 39. But Severs pushing himself forward, picks up the first down, and we go down to 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Play clock at 15. And this is what can happen when you get into one of these games. You know every possession so important because the ability of Churubusco to just run some clock, throw down the field, and this is over the head of Hunter Campbell, who they were looking for in the play action game again from Brody Lawrence.
Hunter Campbell falls incomplete.
Some more changes, and Bryce Lawrence back onto the field. Clock stopped at 6:40, 2nd down and 10 from the 41. They'll give on the sweep. And Brock, not a lot doing.
Brock carries the ball for Busco.
Just got back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10. A chance, though, for Busco to run this clock inside of 6 minutes in the third quarter already. Cam Lattimore back onto the field. And he's coming with that play call. We saw in the first half on that opening drive, option play worked with Lattimore. And a little end-around double reverse this time, and it was a little bit too much going on. Lawrence is stopped after a gain of just 2, and the punt team is back out for Churubusco. Kilgore was in on that stop defensively. Steele drifting back into a receiving position for the punt. Now he does get back there to about his own 25-yard line. Lawrence gets the punt away. And nobody there to field it for West Noble. It'll roll down towards the 20-yard line. Braden Limerick almost got in there and got a hand on the ball on the punt. But for Churubusco, lean on that defense once again. And the second offensive drive of the second half upcoming for West Noble. Chargers averaged 31 points, just under it, per game this season. Scored on their opening drive and have not been able to get anything going since then. End of the first half, they were down on the goal line. And Churubusco made the stand defensively. That could be the thing that ends up being the difference in this game, quite honestly. Run up the middle, and a big hole opened up for Barnes-Bridges. And Zamir Barnes-Bridges with at least 9, probably 9.5 yards, second down and minimal upcoming. Holsenbeck was in on the stop. Schisler in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Back to the ground. Barnes-Bridges has enough for the first, and he spun forward to the 37. Chains will move. First down and 10 for West Noble.
That run is good for a West Noble first down.
One of the things you got to keep an eye on, though, as we continue throughout this second half is where that game clock is at, because Churubusco and West Noble, for that matter, and both these teams are capable of putting together an 8-minute, 9-minute drive and really chewing up this second half clock. Schisler with motion from Yates. It's back to the ground with Barnes-Bridges again, and he's up to the 42, make it the 43-yard line with a gain of 5. 2 sophomore running backs have really been the story of West Noble's backfield. Of course, they've just had some horses back there, truly, for the past 15 seasons, if we want to be real about West Noble football and what they've been able to do in the ground game. But it's the sophomores this year, and Brogan Parks and Zamir Barnes-Bridges. Second down and 5. Here's Barnes-Bridges again. Broke 1 tackle, and Busco was able to rally the football after that. The chip got enough on Barnes-Bridges. It's now third down and 5. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter, and the clock continues to move here in Turtletown. NECC Big Division champions West Noble against the Small Division champions in Churubusco. West Noble is home next Friday to take on Prairie Heights to finish out the regular season. Busco will be on the road at Fairfield. Third down. Schisler looks left, flips it out that way, and just no numbers onto that boundary side. Mikhail Bottles makes the catch. He shoots forward, but he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It is 4th down and 5, and we've got a player down for Churubusco. And that is a huge player to have down for the Eagles, as Grant Sievers is the one who is down on the field for Busco currently. And that comes with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 2 timeouts remaining for Busco. All 3 timeouts still for West Noble. And while we have a moment with the player down, it is Sievers, who is sitting in an upright position currently, but moving back and forth. We'll keep an eye on that. I want to remind you, though, that Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation. Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration is providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Visit online.sf.edu for more information. And it looks like our computer is completely frozen up on me here. And Once again, online degree programs through the University of St. Francis. As it'll be 4th down upcoming. Punter is out there in Yates, but again, we've seen West Noble go for this, and it looks like the Chargers were short a man on the field. Play clock still at 20. Yates, the running kick up in the air. Busco just trying to get away from it. They do. It'll roll down at the 26-yard line. And be 1st and 10 for Churubusco offensively. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. All right, let's try this one once again, huh? Specialist in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. That's tjwindustrial.com. And online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. First down and 10, and it's on the ground. We saw Sievers go down there, working on his left leg, it appears, on the sideline currently, so it'll be a different feature back in that fullback position for Churubusco.
Number 28, Colt Singleton on the carry.
Colt Singleton,
Taken down by number 65, Carson
who we've
Sanders.
seen play well in defensive back today, now taking snaps at fullback. Singleton again is the fullback. Motion, and they will give it to Tonkel. Trying to get to the edge on the left side, and just 14, nothing there. Yates in on the stop. Xavier Yates as well as Brogan Parks.
Down by number 24, Brogan Parks.
And that makes it 3rd down once again for Churubusco. 3rd down and about 5 coming up for the Eagles. Play clock at 22. Game clock down to 1:05. Lawrence back under center. And they'll go to the fullback. Again, that's Singleton in there for Sievers. Singleton probably should have been stopped after just a yard. He ends up getting 2.5, and that'll make 4th down more manageable for Churubusco here. 4th down and 1 from the 35-yard line, leading by 9 points. 30 seconds on the game clock, 25 on the play clock. They will have to take a snap before the end of the third quarter. And Busco already took a timeout in this third quarter, so they're down to 2. But looking back and forth, it may be a timeout coming here before this 4th down play, right at the tail end of the third quarter. So there's the timeout, and just one of those spots where normally you're trying to save those timeouts for as long as possible into the fourth quarter. Obviously, this 4th down play means a lot with 4.6 seconds left in the third, but for Coach Sade and this Busco staff, you really hope that they don't need timeouts down the stretch, because they burnt 1 and they've burnt 2 now in this third quarter, but this one a little bit more, you understand. You're going for it on 4th down and minus territory. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. And earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Two-possession advantage for Busco on West Noble. 2 touchdowns for Churubusco to go along with 2 2-point conversions. We may go tush push here. And we've got penalty markers that come. And Churubusco got started too soon. It looked like Weston Ott was the one who went in under center to take that snap.
It is offsides on Churubusco.
And it is offsides on Churubusco. Not a false start, but either way, that'll move the Eagles back 5 yards. And now you assume they'll have to kick it away. Bryce Lawrence is the punter. We've seen Limerick come close. Yates is back to receive. Yates will come up. That one hit Ott, bounced into the hands of Ethan Yates, and will be down at the 48-yard line is where it hit Ott officially, and that will end our third quarter of play. So nobody gets on the board in the third. West Noble will have the ball offensively to start the fourth quarter. When we come back, we'll be back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action live from Turtletown. NECC Big Division champions going against the Small Division champions. And right now, the Small Division in front by 9.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never make enough. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
End of the third quarter, Churubusco with a 16-7 lead over West Noble, but the Chargers have the ball offensively to begin the fourth quarter of play. Just one timeout remaining for Busco as well. They took a timeout, then came out and went to do what really was a tush push, and it did not work. They were lined up offsides, and now we had a penalty at the end of the third quarter that moves this ball up to the 30-yard line, so great starting field position for West Noble. Schisler moving around the pieces offensively, takes the snap and will give, trying to run it to this near side. We got a marker down and looking in the area of holding here on this first play of the fourth quarter.
Penalty on the play is holding against West Noble.
It's holding on West Noble to be a 10-yard penalty and will remain first down. 16-7 is your score. Again, we got a lot of other games going on right now. You can check them out on our YouTube channel. Not many are as competitive as this one has been, though. So a 10-yard penalty, first down and 20. End of the third quarter, Leo 30, Columbia City nothing. Not been the year that the Eagles wanted in Columbia City. It has been for Coach Sade's group. This would be another win to tack on. Parks the carry up the middle, and he is dragged down at the ankles. In on the stop was Case Kreider, one of those 17 seniors for Busco, and we got a timeout. It appears, at least. I don't see anybody down on the field.
There was a penalty at the end of the third quarter.
West Nova was allowed to run one untimed
So
down.
technically speaking, that was the end of the third quarter
After that
play.
this will now be the start of the
We'll
fourth
start
quarter.
the fourth quarter now on the other side of the field. So the penalty marker at the end of the third quarter, they ran 2 plays. Yeah, I'm not sure how that makes sense, but got a couple seconds back on the clock, I guess, for West Noble. But they ran 2 plays there at the would have been the end of the third quarter. But and then, yeah. So too many markers at the end of that third quarter, and now we will get the fourth quarter started with second down, and we'll call it 15 upcoming. Parks the tailback. They'll send Richardson out to the right. Schisler's throw is complete. Got 2 hands on it, did Limerick.
Schisler's pass complete.
Makes it third down, about 10.
Limerick. Taken down by number 3.
Standing on top of the press box tonight, we got the West Noble coaches to our right, the Busco coaches to our left. Get a little bit more of the inside of what's going on into their minds as this game continues, and it's one of the cool things you get with high school football, right? Go to the college level, and everybody's got their own box, and they're moved across, and you especially feel this at Spooler Stadium. You got coaches right on top of you, and you get a little chippy at times, but not as much here tonight. 2 really good programs. Pressure coming on Schisler. He can't escape it. Sack for Busco. And the Eagles get pressure. Quinn Blake, the sophomore, is through to get it. And it is fourth down and long for West Noble. I'd have to get to the 20. It is 4th and 21. And Yates, the one who is going to kick it away potentially. Nobody is back deep for Churubusco. And Yates is going to be able to pin him. A great punt will roll dead at the 2-yard line, and Busco rolls the dice,
Down by number 3.
staying in a safe defense. Nobody back to return it, and West Noble just flipped the field. And in a game that's at 9 points right now, that was humongous, that flip of the field by Yates. Obviously, would have loved to got it first down there if you're West Noble and march down the field, but that punt, with a punt, your best case scenario was basically that. Marked down at the 2. First down and 10 for Churubusco. 10 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this game, and what's been a quick moving game because of the ground game on both sides. Lawrence under center takes the snap, and he may have bobbled it. He did, and it's a safety just like that. Talking about the fact that in a 2-possession game, you could have something like that, and you get it if you're West Noble.
Safety on Churubusco.
Safety for West Noble, and I mean, right on cue. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Lawrence just not clean on the exchange on the snap and had to fall right on top of it. I guess for Busco, you're lucky this wasn't 6 points for West Noble, but safety, and you have to punt now, and the Chargers are down 1 possession in this game, about to get the football with over 10 minutes still to go. Just flipped it, the script of this one, right on its head, and credit to Xavier Yates for punting a perfect ball, and then to his teammates for getting down there and covering it up. I believe it was Lucas Conway was the one, or maybe Trevor Steele, the one who got down there, covered up that football at the 2, which then set up that safety. And this punt will come from Churubusco at the 20-yard line. And West Noble's got to be licking their chops right now, thinking they just got right back into this game in the blink of an eye. So Lawrence, who does the usual punting duties, Bryce Lawrence, is going to be the one who kicks this away. Making sure everybody's ready.
Ethan, go get 10!
Lawrence with a solid boot. Steele receives it just inside his own 30-yard line and looking for some blockers out front. Got up to the 44. First down and 10 for West Noble, though, in a 16-9 ball game.
Brought down by number 25, Aiden Stroder.
Schisler will hand off to his favorite tailback tonight, Barnes Bridges, and clanks into some helmets, some bodies, pushes forward for 8. Make it 9 on that first down carry. And Barnes Bridges has been the best thing going offensively for West Noble tonight. Just a sophomore tailback, but shifty in space, and he's carried defenders a couple different times. And now the Busco fans starting to be a little louder. Inside of 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. Schisler snap. Back to Barnes Bridges. Big hole opens up, and Barnes Bridges pushes to the 40. First down, West Noble. And here we go. Buckle the seatbelts. This game's about to get tight here in Turtletown. Barnes Bridges to the left of Schisler. Trio of receivers left side. They'll go back to the ground. Barnes Bridges made one guy miss. Ankle tackle won't bring him down as he's up to the 35-yard line. Second down and 5 for West Noble. Clock ticks down to 9:15 and rolling here in the fourth. And West Noble playing with a little bit more pace offensively. Ryan Gross, the tight end, into the game. Barnes Bridges went out. I believe that is Parks to the right of Schisler. Second and 5. Motion from Bottles. And he'll get it. Blockers in front of him. Bottles sneaks through. Bottles with open space, and there he goes. Mikhail Bottles, house call. Touchdown West Noble. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game up. Mikhail Bottles came in motion, got that running back. Third-team kicker. And the running back leads the way. And the third-team kicker is on for West Noble to attempt the point after. Creed Barth. Yates will hold. Got him down. Barth got it blocked. And Churubusco
Extra point attempt is no good.
will still have a 1-point lead, but how about this drive from West Noble? They get the safety, and then the play design here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Bottles in motion, he gets it, and then he's just following his tailback. Get the block, kick out into space, and there he goes. But kicking is always the story in high school football, right? In close games, and when you're relying on a third-string kicker, sometimes things can happen. But fortunately for the Chargers, that happened, and we've still got 8:44 to go. So a safety for West Noble's defense. And then 6 points for Bottles. PAT, no good, but it's 16-15 and a 1-point game at the moment. And the knee is down on this return at the 25-yard line is where Churubusco starts this drive offensively, as receiving that ball, Carson Tonkel fields it. And that knee was already on the turf. Or I guess we've actually got grass here in Churubusco. Not what we're used to anymore. It's kind of abnormal to not have turf in this day and age, but honestly would be my preference. First down and 10 for the Eagles, leading by 1. And we've got early movement again from this Churubusco offensive line.
Penalty is a false start against Churubusco.
They'll back them up 5 yards, and that'll make it 1st and 15. So back to the 20-yard line. Student section trying to be a little bit louder for Churubusco. It's not like it's been the last 2 years. This one's going to come down to the wire between these two. Sievers carry to the right side, and he's cut down at the leg. Got an arm on him, brought him down for Trevor Steele. Second down and 13 coming up. Jackson Brock back onto the field. It was 16-7 at the half. If you've missed it, West Noble got a safety to make it 16-9, and then Mikhail Bottles with a touchdown rush from about 35 yards out. Play action, Lawrence, penalty flag flies, deep ball looking for his brother, and it's incomplete. And now for Coach Mayhorter, you may want to decline this holding penalty, 3rd down and 12 or 2nd and 22. That'll be the discussion for West Noble.
Holding against Churubusco.
It is holding. And do you make it 2nd and 22, or do you roll the dice, say 3rd and 12 is fine? And Coach Mayhorter's going to take the penalty, back him up 10 yards, 2nd down and 22, or 23, upcoming. 7:55, 4th quarter. And again, for Churubusco, you're looking down, 1 timeout remaining. They use 2 of them in the 3rd. West Noble has all of their timeouts and can play a little bit softer coverage right here. 2nd and 22.
Outside.
And off coming this side, and nothing doing as they stretched him to the sideline, and Jackson Brock ran out of real estate. South Adams leads Woodland 38-14 going into the 4th quarter. Titus Lehman, starting quarterback at South Adams, has been spectacular this year in ACAC play, and tough for South Adams and a lot of those teams in that conference when Bluffton and Adams Central have been as good as they've been, and AC dominating Bluffton still, 33-9. 3rd down and 20. Handoff. Tonkel going to the outside, trying to cut back, nothing there, and the West Noble defense makes a big stop on this drive for Churubusco. The Eagles are going to have to punt it away with about 7 minutes remaining by the time this punt takes place. Lawrence will stand inside of his 15-yard line, back at the 10 to boot this away. 2 are back deep to receive for West Noble. It's a good punt. Xavier Yates fields it. Looking for a blocker, left side of the field. Yates up to the 40, and good starting field position once again for West Noble.
Pushed out by number 28, Colt Singleton.
So the safety made it 16-9. Then Mikhail Bottles got some room and took it for 6. That's Bottles in motion. It'll be Barnes Bridges instead, straight up the middle. Barnes Bridges up to near the 30 and almost got a first down, gain of 9.
Carries the ball. Taken down by number 21, Manny Serrano.
6:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Second and 1. And a 1-point deficit. Parks the tailback. Schisler's just going to follow him here. Schisler. And across the 30 to the 28.
Enough for a West Noble first down.
West Noble moves the chains. First down, Chargers. And we will get to the midway point of this fourth quarter before this next snap. Three receivers to the left, one to the far side on the right. Motion from Richardson. He gets it. Richardson churning. And Ott trying to rip that football out.
Justin Richardson carries the ball.
Up to the 24-yard line.
Taken down by a flock of Eagles.
And Churubusco with a much needed little stop there.
Let's go, O-line. Yo, get him going. Let's go, O-line.
20 on the play clock. 5:20 on the game clock. Barnes Bridges the carry, coming out to the left side. Barnes Bridges trying to turn the corner to get to the 20. He's pushed out near the 21.
Barnes Bridges carries the ball.
Third down and about 3 coming up.
Pushed out by number 45, Bryce Lawrence.
Go down to 5 minutes. Play clock at 15. Game clock stopped at 5:07.
Let's go. 10 seconds. Come on.
Schisler lined up. Barnes Bridges to his right. Third down and 4. Schisler following his tailback, pushing forward. Schisler moving towards the 15. First down, West Noble. Trey Schisler follows his tailback, and Barnes Bridges and that offensive line lead the way up front. We're down inside of 5 minutes to go. West Noble has it first down and 10 inside the red zone. Chargers scored on the opening drive. Busco responded, got the 2-point conversion, and has not trailed since. But here in the fourth late, Chargers are knocking on the doorstep. Barnes Bridges and stalled up front. Good work by the black and gold of Churubusco as they stand him up at the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 for Barnes Bridges.
Number 10, Zamir
Second
Barnes
and
Bridges
11 coming up. Couple of changes late. Looks like Ryan Gross is back on the field at tight end position for the Chargers. 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Play clock at 10. Bottles motions. Schisler going back over the middle, and it is incomplete. Looking for Bottles.
Schisler's pass intended for number 33, Mikhail Bottles, falls in.
Third down and 11.
Broken up by number 51, Jack Holsenbeck.
Holsenbeck was there to break it up. He's been the best defensive player for Busco this year with 91 tackles. 6.5 tackles for loss. He's recovered 2 fumbles and has an interception as well. 2-down territory for West Noble, especially when you're talking about a third-string kicker. Barnes Bridges the tailback. Schisler Rolling out to the right side, trying to get around the edge. He does. Schisler turns the corner, took a big hit, but he picked up the first down, moved the chains, and a gain of 12 yards for Trey Schisler. Gutsy performance. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Look at him roll out to the right side. Just got around the edge and turned the corner against Manny Serrano. The cross-country runner couldn't quite get to the edge with Schisler. Motion from Yates, and a penalty marker flies in. Offsides on the offense.
Penalty is offsides on West Noble.
So West Noble lining up offsides apparently, and it must have been Yates in motion that started beforehand. .341 to play in the fourth. West Noble trailing by just a point. First down and goal from the 10. It's like the same play. Parks. No, Schisler looking to throw and throws incomplete. 3:36 to play. Second and goal from the 10. Carroll 27, Northrop 7. That game getting started in the third. East Noble up 31-21 on New Haven, who's putting up a nice fight right now. That game is in the late stages of the third quarter. All that, SummitCitySports.com. You can check it out after this one concludes. 3:36 to go in the fourth here. Schisler with Yates left to right in motion. They'll give it to Yates as he turns forward. Yates reaching for the end zone. He is down at the 1. So close on the extension from Yates. He looked like he reached from the 5-yard line basically to try and get that ball across. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Let's check it out. And he was close. But it's third down and goal from the 1-foot line. I mean, just outside of the end zone. Under 3 minutes to go. Parks is the tailback. He's upended, but he gets in. Touchdown, West Noble. Brogan Parks punches it in. His 7th touchdown of the year. And now West Noble will line up to go for 2 to try and make this a 7-point game. And for Coach Mayhorter on the sideline right now, do have all 3 of those timeouts. Play clock is at 18. And Schisler wanted to get that play in. They do. 15 on the play clock as West Noble going for 2. Play clock at 5. Parks the tailback again. And we've got a timeout taken by West Noble.
Timeout, West Noble.
A pivotal 2-point conversion upcoming. Before we get to it, let's check out the touchdown on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. And it's Parks playing some bully ball. You can still go from the shotgun and get the yard if you need it, and that's a credit to the big boys up front for getting that push. Parks gets in, and West Noble, who is on the verge of going to 7-1, getting ready to go for 2. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to play as it was Schisler to Yates. Then we had the touchdown from Bottles on the ground and finished off by Brogan Parks. 21-16. Churubusco defense looking for a stop on this 2-point conversion. That would mean a touchdown would win the game potentially. Spread everybody out. Duo of receivers either side. Parks is the one to the left of Schisler. Motion Yates. Parks straight ahead. And he got it. 2-point conversion is good. And West Noble leads by 7. We have had an interesting scoring affair in this one. 2 touchdowns for Busco, 2 2-point conversions. West Noble has scored 3 touchdowns now. Had a safety mixed in there. 23-16. With 2:44 to go in the fourth quarter. And the West Noble Chargers, who again have won 10 games in back-to-back seasons. This senior group is having the best run in West Noble football history. Really, you look at the wins and losses total, this group has been special for the Chargers, and despite some adversity here tonight on the road in Turtletown, they have a touchdown lead inside of 3 minutes to play after not leading for the entirety of the second, third, or first 9 minutes of this fourth quarter. And it has gotten a lot quieter here at Churubusco all of a sudden. Senior night, you come out, you've got a lot going your way potentially. They'll fake the reverse onto the right side. Tonko then pitched it out for Lawrence. And up to the 41-yard line. So not done yet for Churubusco, and we do have an injured player, it looks like, for the Chargers near that Churubusco sideline. So 23-16, 2:43 to go. Other scores, ACAC, Adams Central leads Bluffton 40-17. The Flying Jets are going to win another ACAC title if they can win next week as well. Fremont 45, Prairie Heights 6. That game is into the final stages of the fourth quarter. Dwenger 17, Snyder 6, middle of the third quarter. Homestead leads Northrop 13-0. That game is also middle of the third quarter. And the SAC game of the night, Carroll and Northrop. It is all Carroll, 27-7, heading in to that second half of play. Interested to see what the numbers look like on the ground in that game with the size of the Carroll running backs. Looks like Jaden Van Pelt has a rushing and receiving touchdown for Carroll tonight. .243 to play. First down and 10 for Churubusco from their 41-yard line. 1 timeout remaining for the Eagles. Down by a touchdown on senior night. They'll come to Tonkel on this near side, and he's escorted out of bounds after a gain of just 1.
Number 14, Carson Tonkel on the carry. Pushed out by number 55.
Tonkel carrying for 2 yards. Clock stops as he did go out of bounds at 2:38. Second down and 8 officially. Lawrence airing it out. Got 2 black jerseys down the field, just 1 white jersey, but it was over the head of everybody. Third down and 8. Third down and 8 upcoming for Churubusco. Lawrence will get the keep on the left side. Lawrence, space opens up, and Bryce Lawrence, off the handoff from his brother Brody, gets the first down. Clock will run once they set the chains. 2:27 and counting. There goes that clock. First down, Busco. Down to 2:08. Lawrence rolling out right side. Nowhere to go, and he threw it away. He was looking towards the near side of the field for a receiver, but that ball was really just thrown out of bounds with 1:59 now to go in the fourth. Second down and 10 for the Eagles from the West Noble 47. Handoff on the left side. It's that fullback Grant Severs. Good to see him back in the game, but we have not seen a lot from Severs since he went down in the middle stages of the third quarter. Ethan Yates in on the tackle. 1:40 and counting now in the fourth quarter. Third down and 7 for Busco at the 44-yard line. Down to 90 seconds. Motion from Tonkel. Lawrence rolling out right. Looking back the other side for Tonkel, and he gets underneath it to make the catch at the 20.
To number 14, Carson Tonkel.
That ball felt like it was floating in the air forever. Busco going quickly. Lawrence snap. Pitches out to the right side. Lot of open space for Severs. Severs cuts back in, and he's down inside the 5. Clock stops at 1:09.
Mikhail Bottles.
Bottles wraps him up. Clock will run as they set the sticks. We're down to the final minute of the fourth quarter. First and goal from the 3. Lawrence pitches. Severs season. Touchdown, Busco.
Number 31, Grant Severs.
And on senior night, gotta have it. Busco will go for 2. Severs punches it in for the second time tonight, and we will have a timeout taken by Churubusco. Let's check out the pass that set it up. Threw across his body, back to the other side. Tonkel got underneath it to make the catch. And then just a couple plays later for Churubusco as we check it out on the Anderson heating and air conditioning replay. Grant Severs ×2. And the 2-point conversion coming up. (23-22). And a 2-point conversion upcoming. If Busco does not get this, the game is over. Unless you get an onside recovery, I guess, so I should hold my breath before I say that. 48.9 seconds, 2-point conversion for Churubusco. They'll go to Severs, right side. Severs plows in. The 2-point conversion is good, and it's pandemonium in Churubusco with under a minute to play. And all of a sudden, it's loud again in Turtletown. .9 left. Now, again, like we talked about for West Noble, they are on their third string kicker. Ott with a line drive. Schisler fields it, brings it out, left side to the 30-yard line.
Number 4, Trey Schisler.
43 and a half seconds remaining.
And number 2, Blaine Wilson.
The 2-point conversion good from Grant Sievers. He caps off what is known nowadays as the Octopus, where you get all 8 points. Scored the touchdown, then got the conversion. And Busco has scored 3 times. They've gotten all 3 2-point conversions. Schisler, empty set. Letting it fly. Right side for Limerick. He went up and against a couple defenders, nearly hauled it in. Took a hit in the process.
Number 4, Trey Schisler's pass falls incomplete to number 12, Braden Limerick.
Schisler let it rip. And Limerick couldn't quite hang on. Play clock down to 10. And now at 3, got to go for West Noble. And they do get it off in time. Schisler looking for steal. Knocked away. Carson Tonkel bats it away on a Schisler ball that was pretty good for steal. That's one of those where as a receiver, yeah, you're running down the field, but you got to come back, get the football. Can't give Tonkel a chance to bat it away. 3rd down and 10 for the Chargers. We are inside 32 seconds, so any sort of turnover will be the end of this game. Barnes Bridges in motion. Schisler is going to keep it himself. On the run, angling for the sideline. He's wrapped up by Lawrence.
Trey Schisler on the keeper.
And Coach Mayhorter will take a timeout.
Brought down by number 45, Bryce Lawrence.
19.5 left in the 4th. It is 4th down upcoming for West Noble. 1 timeout remaining. Of course, first and foremost, have to get the first down here. Perfect world for the Chargers. You're at the 37 right now. You get a first down to the midfield or to the 45 at Churubusco, take a timeout, and then have a couple rips at the end zone, maybe.
Keep making noise. It's 4th down.
No timeouts remaining for Busco. 4th down. And the game is on the line here for the Chargers. Though they had a chance defensively to get a stop. 2 receivers left and right. Schisler rolling right. Throws, catch is made. First down, up to the 50, out near the 45. And did he get out of bounds? And that's what Coach Mayhorter is asking right now. Did he get out of bounds, or are you going to have to use a timeout? Looks like he got out of bounds. Clock stopped at 10.6. Essentially 2 plays left here for West Noble. You got it to the 47. We saw Schisler's arm. You would think from here he can get it to the end zone on the Hail Mary on the last play. You could run the ball potentially in this spot to get you a little closer. Schisler's going to throw instead. No, he runs up in the pocket and is dropped at the 44. Timeout called. 4 seconds remaining, and it will be a Hail Mary to try and win this game for West Noble. Final timeout for Coach Mayhorter and the Chargers. A little bit of everything in this one. In the NECC, people don't show enough love for this conference in this area. Friday night, it's been spectacular though. 4.2. And it'll be airing it out for the end zone more than likely. Schisler, the senior quarterback, he's got 50 yards in him to get this ball down there. Busco bringing 5. Schisler lets it rip down the field. Incomplete. Clock is at zeros. And Churubusco snaps a 2-year losing streak to West Noble, in which they were shut out in both of those games. Not anymore. On senior night, Churubusco takes down West Noble. Busco improves to 6-2 on the season. The NECC Small Division champs take down the Big Division champs. 24-23 is your final score from Turtletown. Our PSM player of the game, who else but Carson Sievers, the fullback, with a pair of touchdowns in this one, helping Busco get to 6-2. Churubusco's on the road at Fairfield next Friday. West Noble will host Prairie Heights to end their regular season. Don't forget the pairing show is Sunday at 6 p.m. And you can check out the other games going right now. SummitCitySports.com, live on YouTube as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. For our cameraman, Joe Hacker, I'm Jaron Matheny, SummitCitySports.com. We'll see you next time. Busco wins a thriller over West Noble.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. That's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.